Hey everyone, so I decided to make this just a short talking video about one topic that's bothering me for a long time now. Well, actually, since the end, the final chapter of Naruto Shippuden. I mean manga now, so warning, maybe here are some spoilers, so probably some of the anime watchers shouldn't maybe watch this, but anyway. The ending. I think I'm not alone who thinks that the ending actually sucks, because, well, I want to make it clear. I'm not here just to, talk about NaruSaku or NaruHina again, because I admit I lost this fight. Well, Naruto ended up with Hinata, but here is the thing, here is the point. What if, it's not my idea actually, because I saw this, I don't know, it was a few days after the final chapter, someone posted edited page of the final page of the whole manga, when there is that Konoha and the Hokage heads, and someone edited that and placed under this two windows, or I don't know, with Madara standing there like, oh Zetsu, come on, look at this, they're dreaming all the same dream. So what if Madara actually won the whole war? What if the infinite Tsukuyomi is on and everybody is just dreaming? Well, it explains everything about the ending. You know, it was so rushed, the ending was so strange. Just take a look at the manga. There is Madara, performing the infinite Tsukuyomi, and Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi and Sakura, they are shielded by Susanoo, by some kind of improved Susanoo, that it doesn't, the light cannot penetrate it and, affect them. But seriously, this whole infinite Tsukuyomi is just about moonlight? Well, why didn't they, I don't know, close their eyes or something, or why didn't they hide in the cave, or that guys, the guys in the battlefield, there were some Doton users, some, Earth style users, so why didn't they create a huge cave above or something? I don't know. Even there is in the manga, there is that Lord of the Fire Country, and he's in the room. So wow, how is that light, penetrating into the room? Or maybe what if some people were, I don't know, somewhere at home? So how could that moonlight reach them? Because if it's just about the light, then it's practically not very effective jutsu. And after that, they even leave that Susanoo. Alright, I get it that maybe that Tsukuyomi was only for a short period, just to get them caught, just to catch all the people inside. But again, what if there were people not exposed to the moonlight? What if they were somehow sheltered from the light? It's kinda, I don't know, where is that ultimate thing that covers the whole world? That moment, that's the crucial moment where I think that Naruto, Sasuke and all the guys got caught, and they are now dreaming. They are dreaming because nothing happened after that. It's just a dream. I think that because I cannot accept ending like this. I cannot accept it. It's not just because of that NaruSaku issue. It's not just about that, but seriously, all the stuff in the ending. I holded this for a long time. I was like, alright man, calm down, you lost, the ending is like this, you have to deal with it, Kishimoto made it this way, but I cannot accept it, I have to tell you. The whole ending, it was rushed, Madara is like, now I'm gonna get rid of you, and Madara is betrayed by Zetsu. Why is that? Because the one who's dreaming that knows that Madara cannot be defeated, he's way too strong. So their mind creates this plot twist, and then Madara is killed by someone else, so they don't have to deal with it, by someone who's somehow different, maybe stronger, or maybe it was because Madara was caught by surprise. and Kaguya comes, and I think here's the point where it starts to get really dumb. The whole plot starts to get really dumb because Kaguya is really strange character. So here everything starts to, you know, take a kind of different direction. It starts to be really strange, really like made up just in that moment. So the fact that they cannot defeat Madara is, you know, solved by Madara got killed by someone else. So now they can, yeah, I know you can say that Kaguya is even stronger, but I don't think so. It's just in their mind there's another person, but as I said, Madara got caught by surprise, so it's not about stronger or weaker. Next thing, that whole thing about Konoha, Sasuke. Seriously, do you really think that people in Konoha would accept Sasuke's child, or Sasuke? I know he was away, but he has to come home sometimes, and I can't imagine that they would accept Sakura and Sasuke, you know, just like having a house in Konoha, because, you know, Sasuke, he was a criminal, he was someone. I know Kakashi forgave him, but still I think that's kind of weird. Sasuke, if it's like this, Sasuke should have disappeared completely from the scene. But Sakura, the whole development of her character, she was like, you know, dealing with that love for Sasuke, and Sasuke didn't love her, and she eventually wanted to kill him, and all of this. And in the end, there is Sasuke, and she's like, "Oh, Sasuke, can I go with you?" Seriously, even if I admit that Sakura is not very clever, even if I admit that I don't wanna say that she's genius or someone, but come on, after all those things that happened, Sakura would still like to live with Sasuke. Sorry, I cannot take this. Even if you say that she's dumb or something, I cannot take this, because Kishimoto, he made all this development of her character to conclusion that she would end up with Sasuke anyway. Sorry, but this is something I really don't understand and I cannot accept, because even if I admit she's dumb, this is totally nonsense. How this cannot happen. And there are many things. The whole ending, one of the last scenes where Naruto's son is like painting on the Hokage's heads. That's exactly the same scene that actually started the whole Naruto. I think that's something that Naruto, or the one whose dream is this, maybe remembered. So it's just a projection of Naruto, you know, into his child, because why would his child do the same thing as Naruto, like painting something on Hokage's head? It's such a silly idea, and I think that's another proof that it's just a dream, and the one who's dreaming that, I don't think it's Naruto, maybe Kakashi, just somehow projected that Naruto's behavior into his son. Another interesting thing is that when there is that fight against Kaguya, there is that shape-shifting thing and changing realities or dimensions. Naruto can fly. Everything sounds just like a dream. You know, there are some people, they are doing like lucid dreaming, that they can, you know, they know that they are in the dream. And there are some experiences like this, that you can suddenly change the environment around you, or you can fly or do stuff like this. So it's another proof that it's not real. And Sasuke, he was so determined to make that his own way of Hokage. And seriously, Naruto convinced him to be good. After the whole plot, after all those years, after the long time where Sasuke was trying to avenge for everything, to get his revenge, Naruto fights him, they lose their hands, and Sasuke is like, alright Naruto, I'm gonna give up, and just wander around. Obito dies and gives to Kakashi his eyes. Seriously, how is that possible? How does it work? Even the whole ending with Konoha with some skyscrapers, that's kind of silly. I know it's like they're developing into getting bigger or something and modern, but Konoha was almost totally destroyed by pain. They somehow rebuilt that. It looked pretty much the same as before. There were some. It was like mix between modern thing and some old style, like old Japan. And I don't know. It's a few years after the war. There are suddenly skyscrapers in Konoha. So what's the point of this video? I don't wanna hate. I don't wanna be a hater or something, but I just wanted to share with you my opinion. I cannot accept this ending, and I won't. It's not like I can do anything about that. I know that maybe there will be some sequel about that Boruto. I don't know the names that Naruto's child, and I don't care even. I'm not even sure that if I will ever watch that, or read that. So it's not like I'm not like disappointed, because, well, actually I am a bit, but I liked the whole Naruto manga or anime, but the ending is how it is. So the real ending for me is definitely Madara winning the war and everybody falling under the eternal dream, eternal Tsukuyomi, Mugen Tsukuyomi, the ultimate genjutsu. This is what I think, and I just wanted to share it with you because it really... I expected something more from the ending. I expected something more, and the actual ending didn't fill that expectations I had. Forgive me if I'm, I don't know, wrong about some things I talked about. Forgive me if you don't agree with me. Maybe some of you like the ending, but I'm not one of those people who like this. So just wanted to share this with you. I hope well, the sequel or something will be clever enough. But I don't really care about that, because to me it's irrelevant. It's still a dream.